experience that's mild to moderate when we think about something that is challenging for us right now. And those of you who know my clinical work, I am an EMDR therapist and I use scales quite a bit. So 0 to 10, 10 being very disturbing. We're looking at like a 3 or a 4 today, okay, to really go easy when you practice this. And it is one of the core exercises in the Mindful Self-Compassion program. It is not necessarily a formal meditation, although we're going to use it as such today. And we can talk a little bit more about that at the end if we have time. And it's also an exercise that you can develop and use throughout the week. If you're not already doing that, you might be familiar in using it in your daily practice. So we'll get started. Really inviting you to find a comfortable position, particularly important this morning. And can everybody hear me just fine? Just maybe give me a thumbs up. Great. Okay, good. All right, so again, just inviting you to close down the eyes, or perhaps lowering the gaze if that feels a little bit more comfortable for you. And let's just take 3 nice, deep, cleansing breaths before we begin. Inhaling. Really beginning to center the mind. One more deep inhale. And exhale. Good. And just begin to find the gentle rhythm of the breath without any expectation. It can take some time settling in. And of course, the mind will wander. And as it does, we just gently invite our attention back to our breath and to sitting here together in this moment. And I'd like to invite you to offer yourself perhaps a bit of supportive or soothing touch as a reminder that you're here right now. It could be a hand on the heart, or a hand on the cheek, or maybe just gently relaxing your hands on your lap or on your legs. As a way of letting yourself know that you are worthy of kindness this morning. And even if you struggle with this sense of worthiness, inviting you to have the intention of kindness to yourself in this moment. And perhaps bringing your hand back to your lap if it was on your heart or your cheek, or keeping it there. Wherever you are, it's just right. Breathing, nowhere else to go, nothing else to do in this moment, but to be here breathing together. Perhaps beginning to feel the support of the breath. Nice and easy. In and out. And now, taking your time, I invite you to recall something that has been a little challenging for you. May have even been something that came up this morning before the Zoom call. Perhaps it's something in the future that you have to do or need to do, or an interaction that you've had that's causing some distress for you. And just notice. Again, settling on something that's mildly disturbing. And if something else comes up that's a bit more agitating, we're just going to set it down for now and return to this other experience that's causing some discomfort. Inviting you to visualize this problem. Perhaps who was there or not there, or what was said, or what happened, or what might happen. And as you relive the situation, notice if any emotion is coming up right now. And there may be more than one. See if you can name the emotion. Is it worry? Or sadness? Or longing? And if you're unsure what emotion you're feeling, that's okay. Simply experiencing what is here now is enough. Just notice. And if you're having many emotions, just choose one. Choose one emotion that seems to be standing out the strongest right now, associated with this situation. And see if you can name that emotion. For example, this is fear. Or this is grief. Now, begin to repeat this emotion to yourself in a tender voice, as if you were validating for a friend exactly what they were feeling. For example, oh, yeah, this is sadness. Using tenderness in these words, or the intention of tenderness in your voice. And now, see if you can expand your awareness to your body. Recalling the situation again, naming the emotion you feel, and just scan the body to see where you may feel this. Nothing more, just being curious. Where is this emotion showing up right now? It may be a familiar place, or it may be somewhere new. Just noticing how this feeling is expressed in the body. Perhaps in the stomach, or the forehead. And again, if you're not noticing it in the body, that's okay too. Just breathing, breathing kindness. And if you can find this location in the body, see if you can experience the sensation and lean a bit towards this spot. Just noticing. Experiencing this perhaps from the inside of the body. Breathing. And noticing. And now gently begin to soften into this location in the body. See if you can Let the muscles soften just a bit, as if easing into a pool of warm water, softening, softening, and remembering you're not trying to change this sensation. You're just leaning toward it in a tender way. Perhaps even just softening the edges a little bit. And now, inviting you to soothe yourself because of this difficulty. If you wish, placing a hand over this part of the body, if that feels okay. That place where you hold the difficulty. And feeling the warmth coming from your hand, or the kindness that's coming from your intention to your body. Maybe even thinking about this place as a beloved child, a being that you care about, just soothing. And perhaps words come to mind, words of comfort that you may need to hear right in this moment. And just notice these words, and maybe even offering this message to yourself. Something perhaps like, oh, friend, this is so hard. Again, just finding what feels right for you in this moment. Perhaps the touch is enough for the intention of kindness. Breathing it in. And now, inviting you to allow the discomfort to just be there, just making room, whatever it is, creating the space for it, just as it is, just like this. Allowing, allowing, allowing. You may notice that the feelings are starting to shift, or perhaps the sensation in your body is moving a bit. Just noticing and breathing. softening, soothing, allowing. Soften, soothe, allow. And now just gently inviting you to slowly, tenderly let go of the practice in whatever way feels right in this moment. Perhaps it's a wiggling of the toes or a gentle movement of the head or fingers. And slowly bringing our attention back to the space together.